When we talk about long lines at Disney parks, we're usually talking about crowded days or even worse, lightning lane making a bad situation worse. But today we're talking about an IT disaster that created a 3.5-hour line that wasn't even for a ride. Let's talk about that on That Park Place. I'm Jonas J. Campbell, an investigative reporter for That Park Place, where we talk about streaming, theme parks, entertainment, and video games. Let's get into it.
Get ready to see the longest line ever recorded at Disney, not for an attraction, as Jonas eloquently put this morning. Well, as people know, we've been reporting at That Park Place. Magic Keys went on sale yesterday, starting at 9 a.m. PT, and all 4 Magic Key pass types went back on sale. Oh, it started out just great and dandy and all of that. Well, actually, no, it didn't. Right 15 minutes before Magic Keys were supposed to go on sale on the website, the Magic Keys site went down. And you can see that that little thing right there that nobody wants to see when they're actually trying to make a purchase on any Disney IT infrastructure right here. The 7 dwarfs were working on it. Theme Park Insider actually
are terrible at IT. I've been saying it for
terrible.
a decade and a half. Good gravy.
I've got no problem with the dwarves doing IT. I'm just saying that maybe you need more than 7 of them, Robert Niles. Absolutely. Well, and if you thought you were going to actually bypass the frustrations with IT, which, by the way, people were waiting in queues for 3, 4, even 5 hours, well, guess what, folks? If you actually went down to Disneyland in order to bypass whatever virtual infrastructure that Disney has set up, well, now you had to deal with the physical infrastructure that Disney has set up right here.
That line, that's outside of the park, right?
Yes, this is outside the park, in between Disney California Adventure and Disneyland, in the Esplanade area right here. There, I believe, 4 main ticket booth buildings that you can go to, or different structures, I should say. And all of them were absolutely packed. This is from Reddit right here, which features even more of this. Credit card machines at Disneyland are currently down, and the wait times at guest services are being quoted at 3.5 hours. Magic Keys went back on sale at 9 a.m. this morning. You can see right here. Let me see if I can adjust this view right here real fast. There you go.
Wow.
You can see just the of guests that are trying to purchase Magic Keys. If guest services is 3.5 hours, that's not even the line to actually get one of these Magic Key passes. This is just everybody lining up to hopefully get their chance at the artificial scarcity that Disney has implemented here.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, let me restate this and see if you still agree with me. That is a line not even for people who are trying to get into the park that day.
No.
This is a line for people who were worried that they weren't going to get an annual pass, so they showed up to the park to get an annual pass and ended up waiting in a 3.5 hour or longer line.
Correct. Yeah, and that's a great point, Jonas. The Magic Keys specifically are Disneyland's version of the annual pass, as stated. I probably should have led with that right there. And they have gone on and off in terms of being sold ever since the parks reopened in April of 2021. And they're doing this kind of artificial scarcity thing with turning on and turning off these levers, let's say, as Christine McCarthy used to say. And what that is creating is this kind of artificial demand that you're actually seeing here for this product. Even when you do have your Magic Key, you still have to make your reservations to actually use it. You still have to be this queue problem doesn't end when you get your Magic ticket right here. You have to engage in a virtual reservation process, unlike at Walt Disney World, where a lot of that has been alleviated now. At Disneyland, these people that you're seeing right here, well, guess what? You're going to have to be competing with them and the tens of thousands of others that are already on the system once you actually get your Magic Key.
So, Alan, let me ask you, you're a Southern California resident.
Yeah.
I think you've had a Disney pass. At least
I used to have a pass up until like 2015.
Yeah. Is this something that, I don't know, how long has it been since you've been to the parks? I
haven't been back since the dark times.
No, since 2020, or are we talking when they fired Lasseter?
2019 Christmas would have been the last time I was there.
Oh wow! So when you see something like this, and I know you're a big fan of the park itself, what does this say to you?
Well, clearly, guest services has not reached maximum diversity. That's why the problem is going on here. No, it's weird because seeing, just the fact that credit card machines at Disneyland are currently down. Reading something as simple as that, or the monorail, computer system broke down the monorail, or lamppost falls over and injures people. It's an indication of the problem that is going on at Disney, at the theme parks now. Just how, again, I'm sure once they reach maximum diversity, it'll all be fixed. But the thing is, I've never seen Disneyland in this bad of a shape in my life.
I think that this does speak to the real thing with the diversity, the logistical problem with trying to up diversity is there's only a certain number of spots for employees within the company, and when you raise diversity, you obviously push someone else out on some level, and so therefore you are losing some level of institutional knowledge when you do this. And
but here's the thing. Let me defend diversity for a second.
Oh yeah.
It's not like there aren't diverse people who know these things and who are competent and are able to work with these problems. It's just they're not elevating those people. They're just bringing in whoever matches the checkbox they need at the time, and then putting them in slots when they're clearly not qualified. The whole point is you hire diverse people and you train them in the traditions and the ways and the technology of the time. And then you elevate them from within, and you will have a diverse crew that does quality work when you do it that way.
There is something to be said about placing an emphasis on the fifth key, which is, if you don't know the keys, as according to a Disney cast member,
not to be confused with the magic keys.
Not to be confused with magic keys, right? And that goes into efficiency show. And what were the other two keys? Culture. Help me out here. Efficiency show. Wow.
The only key that mattered to me was always show, but that's
that's very true, right? Well, they added a fifth key, which is diversity and inclusion there. And unfortunately, when you place an emphasis on that, rather than the other tenets that you should be placing emphasis on, you get issues like we're seeing right here, or the multiple hour wait times for virtual systems that you have to actually go through and engage with to get not just magic keys but Oogie Boogie Bash tickets, for example, and even some D23 related stuff, as they just announced that the fan event is coming back promptly right here. So if you want to engage in more of this, well, you can go ahead and do it. But some people who did engage in this weren't able to get the magic keys that they wanted. So later on yesterday, Magic Key Update, the Enchant Key, Believe Key, and Inspire Key, the top 3 tiers of this program, are no longer available for purchase. The passes are only available for renewals. The Imagine Key, which is restricted to SoCal, people of these various zip codes right here, are still available for purchase. So Robert Niles came back and said 5+ hours wasted today caught in Disney's IT loop after getting through the queue and not getting anything in the end right there. So even if you endured this process, whether it be physical or virtually, sometimes you weren't able to get the benefit for all that waiting and all the hassle. So that is unbelievably sad, unbelievably, it's just bad service, quite frankly, from a company that used to pride itself on providing these services in a manner that just outclassed all of its competition.
Yes, agreed.
Do they still call us guests at Disney?
Well, they definitely don't call us ladies and gentlemen anymore.
Yeah.
Well, and again, you put me on the spot, so I had to make sure I had them. The 4 keys of Disney, and these were important, or used to be: safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Courtesy,
gotcha.
Show, and efficiency. I would say both safety and courtesy are out of fashion at Disney now. Yeah, I would say show is going away quickly.
Yeah, we've had people in the parks that have reported that courtesy has definitely been deprioritized. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Is there anything Disney could offer you that would inspire you to wait more than 3.5 hours for a chance to buy it? Tell us your thoughts because we would love to know. This clip was part of our now regular Thursday live stream, which starts at noon Eastern Time. Of course, if you're not in that time zone, just hit the notification bell if you'd like YouTube to tell you when that is. Like this video if you like this video. If you know someone who is as interested as we are in this kind of thing, then maybe you should share the link with them. And of course, please consider subscribing to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media account.